So, the way that I play is a little bit different from most people. I found that I really enjoy creating new worlds, exploring them, and doing things that are a little bit different. One thing that I do is I don't use cheats, mode, and chess, starting anything. The only thing I look for is coordinates, and that just helps me when I'm navigating myself around and what have you. This is a little townhouse, I guess you could call it, that I built. I like the put down one piece of wood, and then you can just put tree leaves right around it. So I always like to get clippers, or shears rather. Anyways, so I've done that around there. I've put this just to grow some of the vines for climbing. But again, this is a little area that you can look out without actually, if you can't find any glass. Now I did actually find 2 pieces of sand, and I was actually able to make a couple windows, but decided to just use the rest of this and to grow or have windows that are made of that, the leaves rather. So I do like having a little tower there. That's kind of nice. It's the first time I've ever done it like that, having a tree there, using the leaves as part of the level. I've done that before, but I've never done this. It was just something different I thought I'd try. For my exit from my townhome, I actually only have one exit, but this actually leads into the dungeon, as I like to call it, or mine if you will. And then right over here, I have my exit to actually get outside. Now you can see I've started to mine, and I'll go into that a little bit later. Believe it or not, you can actually kill Endermen very easily, even with little armor, as long as you're in water. I don't have any water near me, and there's no way I can get to the pond that I did build and still have the thing attack me, so I'm not going to go after it this time. One of the things when I do start playing every time is I always like to start underground, and then from there I build up, because it becomes easier to hide from mobs. That's the water pond I built. This was already here. I haven't started to gather up the honey yet, or the honeycomb for that matter. When I first start out, I like to start getting all the wood that I can, and using that wood, then I can start building and gathering whatever I need from down below to build up, my shovels, my mine picks, what have you. Using dirt and either shoveling or handling it, I like to make my walls, and as you can see, I've started to grow a few things. Got some watermelon over here, some wheat that I'm growing. I don't have that many of them right now, but every time I do grow it or get a few more, I go ahead and replant them so that I can have them for the future. This one right here is actually potatoes. I did get that one off of a zombie, so I was kind of lucky on that one. Now, you saw me with the chickens. I made a cage for them. I also made one for the sheep. I'll end up just probably slaughtering them for the meat. I like to mark my ways around. As you can see, that's actually my entrance into my building. I haven't done it yet, but I'll probably end up putting up a tower sooner or later. I don't consider that the one over there a tower, by the way. Towers will reach the clouds. And one of the nice things about reaching the clouds is you can actually see a lot from up there. See what's nearby. I did find a spawner, and I didn't kill everything, and then kill the spawner. Whoa, I actually usually like to go ahead and just kill the mobs and leave it open, trying to get him to move over. There we go. Maybe he'll drop. Darn it. Maybe he'll drop something. Didn't really need a bow. I have plenty of string that I've been farming from up here. And I'll be able to make my own bow eventually. I've started to collect eggs, and I just heard like somebody was about to explode. Oh, I guess I was mistaken. Kind of lost the train of thought for a moment there. Anyways, whenever I mine, I like to mine around everything first. And the reason that I like to do that is sometimes when you're mining around, you actually find other mines that are right next to it or within a wall space. And I won't actually mine that stuff until I actually need it, and right now I'm flush on just about everything, so... I did say that I like to start out underground, and that's because it's just simpler to cut a hole and to reinforce it somehow, either with a door or two. So this was actually my starting area, and this was the exit out, and I'd just be able to actually jump up and get out, but I ended up covering it for this, for the new area, and access to my other dungeon. And this one actually wraps around and goes down there and into some other caverns and whatnot. Anyways, that's it for the first lesson on what I like to do, and hopefully it helped a little bit, and if it didn't, well, just keep watching, watch for other recordings, and I'll see you when I see you, because I like to record multiple times and provide more lessons when I can.